Okay, now here's another tactic that they use that they haven't used in a while. Got on the bus, and I talk about how they will always find people that look like people you dated or people you might have went to school with, right? All the way back from elementary, okay? And then all of a sudden, they will show up at a restaurant or at a school or on the bus, you know? And they want you to be like, hi, buddy, buddy. But if it's somebody that you don't really speak to or you haven't spoken to, even when you were going to school with them or you live in the neighborhood, the community, and you're going to school with them, never really talk to them, what makes you think I'm going to speak to them right now? It doesn't mean that, I don't want what's best for them. It just means that, yeah, we never, we weren't friends back then. We're not friends. And I don't care if you're trying to isolate me or have you or try to put me with this person or that person. No, not going to happen. Like I said, I'm too schooled in the coercive persuasion program, their tactics and their methods, their honey trapping, all that stuff. No. Okay? Not gonna work, so please stop it. Please stop it. I'm not interested in who you send them my way. That would be my own decision to make. And again, it just goes, there was a article that talks about how scientists that they have been studying within the society, and there is no free will. People think they have free will, but they don't. We're all manipulated. Most of our choices have been engineered, and so we really don't have free will, right? And that is one of the concerns when it came to the development and the deployment of directed energy weapons and certain technology, certain weapons, and how it influenced the human mind. Right? Basically taking away your free will. But when you understand it, you've never really truly had free will. You're born in a society in the world today that is heavily controlled by those who are in power, the elites. Which is another thing they were doing today too. I posted a few videos. Posted a video last night of Maurice Bishop, who was the Prime Minister of Grenada in the early 80s, and he was assassinated, because of the CIA, right? The CIA plotted his assassination, and anybody, any leader who, in any country outside of Western countries, who are listening to the people, who are overthrowing puppet dictators and rulers, and are bringing stability to their country, who are bringing prosperity to the people in the country, who are building infrastructure in that country, they will assassinate. I mean, look at Africa today. The reason why over the past 2 decades, Africa has been rapidly developing is not because of any countries in the West. Okay? It's because of China and because of Russia. All right? Okay? So, like I said, when the U.S. talk about China being in Africa, or I hear other black people talk about China being in Africa, I said, listen, you wasn't complaining this much when France, Britain, the U.S., who else? Belgium, when they were sucking the bloodline from Africa, sucking the natural resources, right? Exploiting the people. But now they got you focusing on China. But go look and see what China is doing. China's actually building infrastructure, building ports, building sewage system, right? Building African cities. Okay, Africans have China and also Russia to thank for that. The Europeans didn't want Africa to be developed. They didn't want countries predominantly which are run by black people to be developed. Okay? So yes, everybody wants their hand in Africa, but at least China is giving back, right? And also China has also, and Russia has also forgiven loan debt to African countries, right? There has been no Western power, no Western countries that have ever given loan forgiveness to other African countries. None. So say what you want. Yes, we love America, but we also got to call out the hypocrisy within our own country. And I call out the hypocrisy in China. I'll call out the hypocrisy in Russia, right? But I'll also state the facts, and what I'm talking about is factual. It's not a lie. So instead of the U.S. and Britain helping to build infrastructure in Africa to fortify a relationship of respect and concern for the African people, right? What do? They show them that they despise them. The West show that they despise African people, but they love the resources though. Anyway, my favorite number of the bus is here, number 32. Look at that. Well timed and well planned. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.